Hi everyone. So in our previous lecture we were talking about the cell physiology, and in that we have learnt about the organelles of cell body. So today we'll continue that and we'll start with the peroxisomes. So peroxisomes or microbodies are the membrane limited vesicles like the lysosomes. Unlike lysosomes, peroxisomes are pinched off from endoplasmic reticulum and not from the Golgi apparatus. Peroxisomes contain some oxidative enzymes such as catalase, urate oxidase, and D-amino acid oxidase. What can be the functions of peroxisomes? First function is breakdown of the fatty acid by the means of a process called the beta oxidation, and this is the major function of peroxisomes. Degrade the toxic substance such as hydrogen peroxide and other metabolic products by means of detoxification. A large number of peroxisomes are present in the cells of liver, which is the main organ for detoxification. Hydrogen peroxide is formed from poisons or alcohol which enter the cell. Whenever hydrogen peroxide is produced in the cell, the peroxisomes are ruptured and the oxidative enzymes are released. Thus, oxidase is destroy hydrogen peroxide and the enzyme which are necessary for the production of the hydrogen peroxide. Peroxisomes form the major site of oxygen utilization in the cells. It accelerate gluconeogenesis from fats. It degrades the purine to uric acid. It participates in the formation of myelin. It plays a role in the formation of the bile acids. So this can be asked in a short note in 5 marks, that write down about the peroxisomes and its functions. Centrosome and centrioles. Centrosome is the membrane bound cellular organelle situated almost in the center of the cell, close to nucleus. It consists of two cylindrical structures called the centrioles, which are made up of proteins. Centrioles are responsible for the movement of chromosomes during the cell division. Secretory vesicles. Secretory vesicles are the organelles with limiting membrane and contain the secretory substances. These subvesicles are formed in the endoplasmic reticulum and are processed and packed in Golgi apparatus. Secretory vesicles are present throughout the cytoplasm. When necessary, these vesicles are ruptured and secretory substances are released into the cytoplasm. Mitochondrion. Mitochondrion, which can be termed as mitochondria as a plural form, is a membrane bound cytoplasmic organelle concerned with the production of the energy. It is a rod shape or oval shaped structure with a diameter of 0.5 to 1. It is covered by a bilayered membrane. The outer membrane is smooth and encloses the content of mitochondrion. This membrane contains various enzymes such as acetyl-CoA synthetase and glycerol phosphate acetyl transferase. The inner membrane is folded in the form of shelf-like inward projections called cristae, and it covered the inner matrix space. Cristae contains many enzymes and other protein molecules which are involved in respiration and synthesis of adenosine triphosphate, which is ATP. Because of this function, the enzymes and other protein molecules in cristae are collectively known as respiratory chain or electron transport system. Enzymes and other proteins of respiratory chain. You should not have to, you can skip this. Inner cavity of mitochondrion is filled with matrix which contains many enzymes. Mitochondria move freely in the cytoplasm of the cell. It is capable of reproducing itself. Mitochondria contains its own deoxyribonucleic acid, which is DNA, which is responsible for many enzymatic actions. In fact, mitochondria is the only organelle other than nucleus which has its own DNA. It can be asked in exam, maybe in the Viva, this thing. So you have to remember. Now we'll see the functions of the mitochondrion. Production of the energy. Mitochondria is called the powerhouse or power plant of the cell because it produces the energy required for the cellular functions. The energy is produced during the oxidation of digested food particles like proteins, carbohydrates, and lipids by the oxidative enzymes in Christie. During the oxidative process, water and carbon dioxide are produced with the release of energy. The released energy is stored in mitochondria and used later for synthesis of ATP. Second function is synthesis of ATP. The components of respiratory chain in mitochondria are responsible for the synthesis of ATP by utilizing the energy by oxidative phosphorylation. ATP molecules diffuse throughout the cell from mitochondria. Whenever energy is needed for cellular activity, the ATP molecules are broken down. Apoptosis. Cytochrome C and second mitochondria derived activator of caspases, which is SMAC, secreted in mitochondria are involved in apoptosis. And other functions would be, other functions of mitochondria include storage of calcium and detoxification of ammonia in liver. Then there is ribosomes. Ribosomes are the organelles without limiting membrane. These organelles are granular and small dot-like structures with a diameter of 15 nm. Ribosomes are made up of 30% of protein and 65% of ribonucleic acid. RNA present in ribosomes is called the ribosomal RNA, which is rRNA. Ribosomes are concerned with protein synthesis in the cell. Types of ribosomes. Ribosomes are of two types. Ribosomes that are attached to rough endoplasmic reticulum and free ribosomes that are distributed in the cytoplasm. Functions of ribosomes. Ribosomes are called the protein factories because of their role in the synthesis of proteins. Messenger RNA, which is mRNA, carries the genetic code of protein synthesis from nucleus to the ribosomes. The ribosome in turn arrange the amino acids into small units of protein. Ribosomes attached to rough endoplasmic reticulum are involved in the synthesis of proteins such as enzymatic proteins, hormonal proteins, lysosomal proteins, and the proteins of the cell membrane. Free ribosomes are responsible for the synthesis of the protein in hemoglobin, peroxisome, and mitochondria. Cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton is the cellular organelle present throughout the cytoplasm. It determines the shape of the cell and gives support to the cell. It is a complex network of structures with varying sizes. In addition to determining the shape of the cell, it is also essential for the cellular movements and the response of the cell to external stimuli. Cytoskeleton consists of three major protein components: microtubule, intermediate filaments, and microfilaments. Microtubules. Microtubules are the straight, hollow, and tubular structures of the cytoskeleton. These organelles without the limiting membrane are arranged in the different bundles. Each tubule has a diameter of 20 to 30 nm. Length of microtubules varies and it may be 1,000 times more than the thickness. Structurally, the microtubules are formed by bundles of globular protein called the tubulin. Tubulin has two subunits, namely A subunit and B subunit. Functions of microtubules. Microtubules may function alone or join with other proteins to form the more complex structures like cilia, flagella, or centrioles and perform the various functions. microtubules determine the shape of the cell, give structural strength to the cell, act like conveyor belt which allow the movement of granules, vesicles, protein molecules and some organelles like mitochondria to different parts of the cell. Form the spindle fibers which separate the chromosomes during mitosis, and they are responsible for the movement of centrioles and the complex cellular structures like cilia. Second is intermediate filament. Intermediate filaments are the structures that form a network around the nucleus and extend to the periphery of the cell. Diameter of each filament is about 10 nm. The intermediate filaments are formed by rope-like polymers which are made up of fibrous proteins. Subclasses of intermediate filaments. Intermediate filaments are divided into 5 subclasses: keratins, glial filaments, neurofilaments which are in nerve cells, vimentin which are considered as the many types of cells, and desmin. Functions of intermediate filaments. Intermediate filaments help to maintain the shape of the cell, and these filaments also connect the adjacent cell throughout the desmosomes. Microfilaments. Microfilaments are long and fine thread-like structures with a diameter of about 3 to 6 nm. These filaments are made up of non-tubular contractile proteins called actin and myosin. Actin is more abundant than myosin. Microfilaments are present throughout the cytoplasm. The microfilaments present in ectoplasm contain only actin molecules, and those present in endoplasm contain both actin and myosin molecules. Functions of microfilaments. It gives structural strength to the cell. It provides resistance to the cell against the pulling forces and are responsible for the cellular movement like contraction, gliding and cytokinesis. Nucleus. This can be the one which is frequently asked, so it is important. Nucleus is the most prominent and the largest cellular organelle. It has a diameter of 10 unit to 22 U, and it occupies about 10% of the total volume of the cell. Nucleus is present in all the cells in the body except the red blood cells. The cells with nucleus are called the eukaryotes, and those without nucleus are known as a prokaryotes, or you can say it prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Presence of nucleus is necessary for the cell division. Most of the cell have only one nucleus, which is why they are called the uninucleated cells. Few types of cells like skeletal muscle cells have many nuclei, and that is why they are called multinucleated cells. Generally, the nucleus is located in the center of the cell. It is mostly spherical in shape. However, the shape and situation of nucleus vary in some cells. Structure of the nucleus. Nucleus is covered by a membrane called nuclear membrane and contain many components. Major components of nucleus are nucleoplasm, chromatin and nucleolus. First we'll talk about the nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane is double layered and porous in nature. This allows the nucleoplasm to communicate with the cytoplasm. The outer layer of nuclear membrane is continuous with the membrane of endoplasmic reticulum. The space between the two layers of nuclear membrane is continuous with the lumen of endoplasmic reticulum. Pores of the nuclear membrane are guarded. However, it is decreased to about 7 to 9 nm because of the attachment of protein molecules with the periphery of the pores. Exchange of material between the nucleoplasm and cytoplasm occurs through these pores. Nucleoplasm. Nucleoplasm is a highly viscous fluid that forms the ground substance of the nucleus. It is similar to cytoplasm present outside the nucleus. Nucleoplasm surrounds chromatin and nucleolus. It contains dense fibrillar network of proteins called the nuclear matrix and many substances such as nucleotides and enzymes. The nuclear matrix forms the structural framework for organizing chromatin. The soluble liquid part of the nucleoplasm is known as the nuclear hyaloplasm. Chromatin. Chromatin is a thread-like material made up of large molecules of DNA. The DNA molecules are compactly packed with the help of specialized basic protein which is called the histone. So chromatin is referred as DNA histone complex. It forms the major bulk of nuclear matrix. DNA is a double helix which wraps around central core of 8 histone molecules to form the fundamental packing unit of the chromatin called nucleoside. Nucleosomes are packed together tightly with the help of histone molecules to form a chromatin fiber. Just before the cell division, the chromatin condenses to form the chromosome. Chromosomes. Chromosome is a rod-shaped nuclear structure that carries a complete blueprint of all the hereditary characteristics of a species. A chromosome is formed from a single DNA molecule collide around histone molecules. Each DNA contains many genes. Normally, the chromosomes are not visible in the nucleus under microscope. Only during the cell division, the chromosomes are visible under microscope. This is because DNA becomes more tightly packed just before the cell division, which makes the chromosome visible during this process. All the dividing cell of the body except reproductive cells contains 23 pairs of chromosomes. Each pair consists of one chromosome inherited from mother and one from father. The cells with 23 pairs of chromosomes are called the diploid cells. The reproductive cells called gametes or sex cells contain only 23 single chromosomes. These cells are called the haploid cells. Nucleolus. Nucleus is a small, round granule structure of the nucleus. Each nucleus contains one or more nucleoli. The nucleolus contains RNA and some protein which are similar to those found in ribosomes. The RNA is synthesized by 5 different pairs of chromosomes and stored in a nucleolus. Later, it is condensed to form the subunits of ribosomes. All the subunits formed in the nucleolus are transported to cytoplasm through the pores of nuclear membrane. In the cytoplasm, these subunits fuse to form ribosomes, which play an essential role in the formation of protein. Functions of nucleus. Major functions of nucleus are the control of cellular activities and storage of hereditary material. Several processes are involved in the nuclear functions. Functions of nucleus. Control of all the cell activities that include metabolism, protein synthesis, growth and reproduction. Synthesis of RNA in ribosomes. Formation of the subunits of ribosomes. Sending genetic instructions to the cytoplasm for protein synthesis through the messenger RNA. Control of the cell division through the genes and storage of hereditary information in genes. DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, is a nucleic acid that carries the genetic information to the offspring of an organism. DNA forms the chemical basis of hereditary characters. It contains the instructions for the synthesis of proteins in the ribosomes. Gene is a part of a DNA molecule. DNA is present in the nucleus and mitochondria of the cell. The DNA present in the nucleus is responsible for the formation of RNA. RNA regulates the synthesis of proteins by ribosomes. DNA in mitochondria is called the non-chromosomal DNA. Structure of DNA. DNA is double-stranded complex nucleic acid. It is formed by deoxyribose, phosphoric acid and 4 types of bases. Each DNA molecule consists of two polynucleotide chain which are twisted around one another in the form of a double helix. The two chains are formed by a sugar, deoxyribose and phosphate. These two substances form the backbone of DNA molecules. Both the chains of DNA are connected with each other by some organic bases. Each chain of DNA molecule consists of many nucleotides. Each nucleotide is formed by deoxyribose, sugar, phosphate, one of the following organic bases. Purines are the adenine and guanine, and pyrimidines are thymine and cytosine. The strands of DNA are arranged in such a way that both are bound by specific pairs of bases. The adenine of one strand binds specifically with thymine of opposite strand. Similarly, the cytosine of one strand binds with the guanine of the other strand. DNA forms the component of chromosomes which carries the hereditary information. The hereditary information that is encoded in DNA is called the genome. Each DNA molecule is divided into discrete units called genes. Okay, fine, we'll talk about the gene now. So gene is a portion of DNA molecule that contains the message or code for the synthesis of specific protein from amino acids. It is like a book that contains the information necessary for protein synthesis. Gene is considered as a basic hereditary unit of the cell. In the nucleotide of DNA, three of the successive base pairs are together called the triplet or a codon. Each codon codes or forms the code word for one amino acid, and these are 20 amino acids, and there is separate code for each amino acid. For example, the triplet CCA is the code for glycine and GGC is the code for proline. This is how each gene forms the code word for a particular protein to be synthesized in ribosomes from amino acid. Genetic disorders. Genetic disorder is a disorders that occur because of the abnormalities in an individual's genetic material. Genetic disorders are either hereditary disorders or due to defect in genes. Causes of gene disorders. Genetic disorders occur due to two causes. First is genetic variation, presence of a different form of gene, and genetic mutation. Generally, mutation means an alteration or a change in nature or form or quality. So genetic mutation refers to change of a DNA sequence which a gene or a chromosome of an organism, which results in the creation of a new character. Classification of genetic disorders, it is just for your knowledge only. Genetic disorders are classified into four types: single gene disorders, multifactorial genetic disorders, chromosomal disorders, mitochondrial DNA disorders. So you should not have to go deep in this. Then RNA. Ribonucleic acid, RNA, is a nucleic acid that contains a long chain of nucleotide units. It is similar to DNA but contains ribose instead of deoxyribose. Various functions coded in the genes are carried out in the cytoplasm of the cell by RNA, and RNA is formed from DNA. Structure of our RNA. Each RNA molecule consists of single-strand polynucleotide, unlike the double-stranded DNA. Each nucleotide in RNA is formed by ribose, which is sugar, phosphate, and one of the following organic bases: purine, and that adenine and guanine, and pyrimidines, which are uracil and cytosine. Uracil replaces the thymine of DNA, and it has similar structure of thymine. Types of RNA. RNA is of three types. Each type of RNA plays a specific role in protein synthesis. These three types of RNA are messenger RNA, which is called mRNA. Messenger RNA carries the genetic code of the amino acid sequence for synthesis of protein from the DNA to the cytoplasm. Second is transfer RNA, which is tRNA. Transfer RNA is responsible for decoding the genetic message present in mRNA. Then there is rRNA, that is ribosomal RNA. Ribosomal RNA is present within the ribosome and forms a part of the structure of a ribosome. It is responsible for the assembly of the protein from the amino acid in the ribosome. Then we'll talk about the cell death. Okay, fine, we'll stop here only. Types of RNA. In next lecture we'll continue this cell death. Okay, so it is important to know because there is a question of 10 marks where you have to write down the organelles of cell in the cell physiology. So you have to know the basics of all the structures which are in the cell. This was it. If you have any query, let me know. Thank you.